The chilling winds swept through the deserted hall of the Forgotten Museum, a place swallowed by the shadows of history. Here, in the heart of an unnamed Midwestern town, stood a towering suit of armor that defied all comprehension. Its broad chest was the width of a horse, and its helmet looked as if it could enclose a man and child together. This was no ordinary relic. It was a silent scream across the ages, hinting at an unspoken truth. Who could have worn such armor, and why had it fallen from public knowledge? The answers were buried, much like the armor itself, under layers of dust and deception. In the early 1900s, an enigmatic archaeologist, Dr. Eliza Caldwell, unearthed this colossal armor in a peat bog near Lake Superior. The find was noted in her personal journals, entries filled with disbelief and urgency. Yet these documents mysteriously vanished after her untimely disappearance in 1912. Was her fate sealed by the knowledge she uncovered? Witnesses, mere local loggers, spoke of an iron giant, their eyes wide with a mix of awe and terror. Yet, their accounts were swiftly dismissed by academia as mere folklore, their voices silenced by the so-called experts from the National Historical Society, who claimed such armor was a hoax. The metallic composition itself whispered of impossibility. Metallurgical analysis, conducted in 1910, indicated a blend of alloys unheard of in pre-industrial times: tungsten, vanadium, and an unknown metallic element. This composition granted the armor an unearthly strength and lightness, defying the laws of known physics. Yet, these findings were quickly retracted from public records, with the examining laboratory mysteriously shutting down. The scientific community, led by the indomitable Dr. Harold Quint of the American Institute of Metallurgy, declared such results as anomalous errors, a term that became a convenient cloak for inconvenient truths. The armor's design spoke of advanced craftsmanship, with intricate engravings depicting stars and celestial patterns, hinting at a civilization with astronomical knowledge far surpassing that of any known society of the time. When presented at a secretive exposition in 1915, attendees described an overwhelming sense of vertigo when standing near it, as if the armor itself was distorting space. Reports of its presence affecting magnetic compasses were dismissed as hysteria by the Smithsonian Institution, yet those who were there knew something inexplicable was at play. Within the depths of government archives, hidden in plain sight, lies a faded photograph, a lone record of this forgotten marvel. The image captures the armor standing defiantly against the backdrop of a looming storm, its imposing silhouette a testament to a past deliberately obscured. Official records now claim the armor as a fanciful fabrication of a bygone era, yet whispers of its origin linger among those who dare to question. The gatekeepers, academic and governmental alike, continue to deny the truth, their motivations shrouded in a legacy of control over knowledge and power. But as the storm clouds gather once more, the armor remains a silent guardian of secrets untold, challenging the very fabric of our accepted history. Beneath the dim glow of flickering gas lamps, in a clandestine gathering beneath the cobblestones of Boston in 1914, a small group of scholars and adventurers huddled around a tattered map. This map, smuggled out of the archives of the New York Historical Society, contained markings unknown to the modern world. It was said to chart the locations of other relics like the armor, artifacts that didn't just defy logic but outright mocked it. Each mark was an enigma. Each location whispered tales of giants, not of fairy tales, but of flesh and steel. The map's origins were shrouded in mystery. Its creator vanished without a trace, leaving only this cryptic guide. In the waning days of 1905, a farmer in the rolling hills of Tennessee uncovered a massive helm, its design a mirror to the armor found by Dr. Caldwell. This helm was no mere artifact. It exuded an aura of cold authority. The farmer, John Whitmore, immediately fell under the scrutiny of the authorities. Upon reporting his find, he was met not with curiosity, but with intimidation. The helm was seized by representatives from the Smithsonian Institute under the guise of preservation. Yet, whispers among locals spoke of men in dark suits and gloved hands who vanished into the night, carrying with them the helm and leaving behind an air of suffocating silence. Hidden within the forgotten corridors of Harvard's Widener Library, a collection of unpublished manuscripts lay dormant. Among them, the works of Dr. Amelia Norton, a linguist who had once decoded the mysterious inscriptions etched into the armor. Her translations revealed references to the Watchers, beings of immense stature who were said to have walked the earth in an era long preceding humanity as we know it. Her findings were deemed too controversial and were subsequently suppressed by the university's board, branding them as the ramblings of an eccentric mind. Yet, her work ignited a flicker of rebellion among her peers, sparking a clandestine quest for the truth. In 1897, beneath the rolling mists of the Appalachian Mountains, a team of miners stumbled upon a cavern of colossal proportions. Within its depths lay a sight that defied belief. Rows of massive, humanoid figures encased in armor similar to the one unearthed by Dr. Caldwell. Their sheer size and presence seemed to breathe life into the legends of Titans. Local newspapers briefly reported the discovery, calling it the Iron Giants of Appalachia. However, these headlines quickly vanished, replaced by stories of natural disasters and political upheavals. The cavern's location was systematically erased from all maps, as if the Earth itself conspired to hide its secrets. By 1918, the whispers of the colossal armor had reached the ears of the enigmatic Order of the Veil, a shadowy organization rumored to have existed for centuries with the sole purpose of guarding humanity from truths that could unravel the very fabric of society. They moved swiftly and silently, gathering relics and silencing those who dared to uncover the past. Their emblem, a shrouded figure with a single, all-seeing eye, became synonymous with the suppression of knowledge. Yet, as the world teetered on the brink of modernity, the armor remained a symbol of a forgotten era, a puzzle piece that refused to fit into the well-ordered narrative of history. In the chilling silence of a moonlit night in 1911, a steamboat navigated the treacherous Mississippi River, carrying a cargo that few knew of and fewer dared to speak about. Hidden among mundane shipments, a crate marked only by a cryptic symbol held a massive gauntlet, its metal surface etched with runes that seemed to shimmer with an inner light. The crew, sworn to secrecy under threat of unspeakable consequences, whispered of its origin. Taken from a sunken vault beneath the river's depths, a place not marked on any chart, the gauntlet was said to bestow its wearer with unimaginable strength, yet it fit no human hand. The year was 1908, and in the heart of the bustling city of Chicago, an eccentric inventor named Horace Langston claimed to have reconstructed machinery based on designs found within the armor's engravings. His workshop was a chaotic symphony of gears and pistons, a monument to ingenuity and madness. Langston spoke of perpetual motion, a machine that defied entropy itself, powered by a crystal-like substance he extracted from the armor's core. Yet, his inventions never saw the light of day. The Patent Office, under direct orders from unknown benefactors, declared his work a threat to public safety, shuttering his workshop and leaving him a broken man. In the dimly lit interior of a New Orleans voodoo shop, a woman named Celeste Dubois held a secret passed down through generations. Her ancestors had spoken of a ritual linked to the armor, a dance with the spirits of old. It was said that the armor's true purpose could only be revealed through this ancient rite. Celeste, a guardian of forbidden knowledge, performed the ritual under the watchful eyes of those who sought to suppress it. The air crackled with energy as spectral figures flickered into being, their forms resembling the armor's gigantic wearers. Yet, before the ritual reached its crescendo, armed men burst in, dispersing the gathering. Celeste vanished into the shadows, taking her secrets with her. In 1913, deep in the arid expanse of Nevada, an excavation by a group of rogue archaeologists uncovered a sprawling underground chamber. Within, they found an enormous shield, the likes of which could cover an entire wagon. The shield bore the image of a great serpent, its scales inlaid with precious metals that seemed to glow with an unnatural light. The archaeologists, operating outside the bounds of official expeditions, faced immediate censure from the Archaeological Society of the West. Their find was swiftly labeled as a natural formation, and the chamber was sealed, its existence officially denied. Yet, the serpent's gaze lingered in their minds, a haunting reminder of what lay beneath the sands. On the cusp of 1920, in the hushed corridors of a New York City museum, a curator stumbled upon a forgotten exhibit, a collection of sketches depicting the armor and its colossal counterparts. Each sketch was a masterpiece, capturing the majesty and menace of these ancient beings. The curator, entranced, began to investigate their provenance, only to find himself embroiled in a web of intrigue. The sketches were the work of an artist who claimed to have seen visions of the armor in dreams that became nightmares when shadowy figures began to stalk him. The curator, undeterred, vowed to uncover the truth, but found himself increasingly isolated, his colleagues dismissing his obsession as madness. In the fog-shrouded hills of San Francisco in 1917, a mysterious auction was held in a grand, yet dilapidated mansion. Among the items up for bid was a breastplate of magnificent proportions, rumored to have been smuggled out of the collapsing Russian Empire amidst the chaos of revolution. The breastplate was unlike any known to contemporary historians, its surface adorned with symbols that seemed to pulsate with a life of their own. The auctioneer, a shadowy figure known only as Mr. Blackwood, whispered tales of its origin to a select few. The wealthy elite, gathered under the pretense of acquiring art, sensed the gravity of the relic, yet upon purchase, it vanished, along with its enigmatic buyer, into the haze of intrigue. The coastal cliffs of Maine cradled an ancient lighthouse, beneath which, in 1909, a hidden chamber was discovered. Within, a pair of greaves was found, their size suggesting a wearer of otherworldly proportions. Each piece bore intricate carvings of ocean waves and mythical sea creatures, seemingly alive under the flickering lantern light. The lighthouse keeper, an old sailor named Captain Marlowe, became their reluctant guardian. His logbooks, filled with accounts of strange lights and ethereal music emanating from the chamber, were discredited by the Coastal Preservation Society, who declared the chamber a mere natural cave. The greaves, however, disappeared one stormy night, leaving only the lingering melody of the sea in their wake. In the bustling heart of Philadelphia, 1916 saw the emergence of a peculiar club, the Society of the Unseen, whose members were drawn from the ranks of scientists, philosophers, and those who dared question the fabric of reality. They gathered to discuss artifacts like the armor, pieces that defied not just physical laws, but the very notions of time and history. Within their circle, the renowned physicist Dr. Edward Tulliver presented his controversial theory. The armor was not of this world, but a relic of an alternate timeline where giants roamed the earth. His ideas were met with fierce opposition from the Academy of Sciences, who moved to discredit him, branding his theories as dangerous and unfounded. By 1915, rumors of a mysterious valley deep in the Rocky Mountains whispered of an unearthly presence. A group of explorers, led by the intrepid adventurer Sarah DeWitt, set out to uncover the truth. What they found was a sight that defied explanation. A colossal gauntlet, partially buried in the earth, its fingers pointing skyward as if reaching for the stars. The air around it crackled with an electrical charge that made hair stand on end. DeWitt's reports, filled with sketches and detailed observations, were never published. Instead, they were seized by the Geological Survey, who claimed the entire expedition was nothing more than a fanciful tale, leaving the gauntlet to remain a buried whisper in the mountains. In the early morning mists of a forgotten battlefield in Virginia, 1912, an enigmatic relic was uncovered, a sword of unparalleled size and craftsmanship, its blade etched with a language unknown to any scholar. The sword was a harbinger of power, its presence evoking a sense of awe and dread among those who beheld it. Local lore held that it belonged to a warrior of legend, yet no records matched its design. The Historical Preservation Committee, under pressure from unnamed governmental forces, swiftly declared the find a Confederate artifact of no significance, consigning it to a fate of obscurity. But stories persist of those who hear its call, echoing through the fog, a reminder of battles fought and forgotten. In the dense, untamed forests of Georgia, 1914, a group of loggers stumbled upon a peculiar sight, a massive, armored boot protruding from the forest floor. Its size was beyond comprehension, suggesting a wearer of legendary stature. The boot was made from a dark, unyielding material, seemingly impervious to the elements. Local folklore spoke of the forest giants, but these tales were brushed aside by the National Forestry Service, who deemed the find an elaborate prank. Yet, the loggers knew the truth, their whispers of the boot's discovery echoing through the trees like a haunting melody. The boot was quickly seized, leaving no trace behind, save for the lingering sense of something vast and unfathomable lurking beneath the earth. Under the oppressive heat of a Texas summer in 1911, rumors swirled of a hidden chamber beneath the Alamo. Local historians, driven by curiosity and a sense of defiance, ventured into the depths below. There, they uncovered an ancient cuirass, its surface shimmering with an iridescent glow that seemed to defy the very darkness surrounding it. The historians spoke of a connection to a lost order of warriors, guardians of secrets as old as time itself. The find was quickly seized by government agents, who declared it a relic of no consequence. The chamber was sealed, but the tales persisted, weaving into the very fabric of Texan lore, a testament to the mysteries that lay hidden beneath the sands of history. In the shadow of the towering Appalachian peaks, 1919 saw a young artist named Clara Monroe capturing the imagination of a nation. Her paintings depicted scenes of colossal armored figures striding across the landscape, their eyes aglow with an unearthly light. Monroe claimed her visions came to her in dreams, direct communications from the ancient beings themselves. Her work drew both acclaim and condemnation, viewed as either a visionary glimpse into the past or the ravings of a madwoman. The Art Council, influenced by unseen hands, dismissed her paintings as fantastical nonsense. Yet, those who gazed upon her art felt a stirring within, a connection to a world forgotten by time. The misty shores of Lake Michigan cradled a secret known only to a select few. In 1913, a team of divers, led by the enigmatic Captain Joseph Hayes, undertook a daring expedition into its depths. There, they discovered a gigantic pauldrons, adorned with celestial motifs that seemed to shimmer beneath the water's surface. Hayes, a veteran of the Great Lakes, spoke of a lost city beneath the waves, a civilization that once thrived where now only water remained. The Maritime Authority, however, quickly quashed any notion of such a discovery, branding it as mere legend. Yet, the divers knew what they had seen, their memories as vivid as the morning sun reflecting off the lake, a testament to the wonders hidden beneath its surface. In the heart of Washington, D.C., within the marble halls of a prestigious institution, a secret conference took place in 1918. Here, gathered the greatest minds of the age, summoned under the guise of progress and innovation. At the center of their discussion was the armor and its inexplicable nature. Theories abounded, from lost civilizations to time travelers, each more fantastical than the last. Yet, as the debate raged, one undeniable truth emerged. The armor was a thread connecting past and present, a reminder of humanity's place in the cosmos. The conference ended, its conclusions buried in classified reports, but the questions it raised continued to haunt the corridors of power, a reminder of the mysteries that lay just beyond the reach of understanding. In the eerie stillness of a Pennsylvania coal mine in 1910, laborers unearthed a fragment of an armored gauntlet that seemed to shimmer with its own light. The gauntlet fragment was impossibly large, its fingers alone larger than a man's arm. It was composed of a metal unknown to even the most experienced miners, a substance that absorbed the darkness around it. The mine's overseers, under pressure from mysterious benefactors, forbade any further exploration of the site, claiming that the find was a natural mineral deposit. Yet, the miners knew they had touched something otherworldly, something that whispered of ancient powers buried in the depths of the earth. On the windswept moors of Vermont, 1912, a solitary shepherd stumbled upon a helmet of enormous proportions, half buried in the peat. The helmet was covered in moss and lichen, as if the land itself had sought to hide it from prying eyes. Intricate designs of mythical beasts adorned its surface, lending it a gravitas that seemed to pull the very wind around it. The shepherd, fearing retribution from unseen forces, kept his discovery a secret, yet word spread among the locals. The Natural History Society, upon hearing of the find, declared the helmet a mere curiosity, dismissing its true significance. But those who had seen it whispered of a connection to a forgotten era, a time when giants roamed the earth. In a dimly lit basement of an old New York tenement in 1916, a group of amateur historians gathered around a peculiar find, a vambrace of considerable size, discovered in the ruins of a building fire. The vambrace was inscribed with runes that glowed faintly under candlelight, casting eerie shadows on the walls. They believed it was a relic of a secret society that had once wielded immense power. Despite their enthusiasm, the city council, under the influence of unknown entities, seized the piece, labeling it as mere debris. Yet, the historians persisted in their belief, seeing the vambrace as a key to unlocking the hidden history of the city, a history that defied the accepted narrative. In the shadowy depths of a Louisiana bayou, 1919, a fisherman named Jacques discovered a cuirass that seemed to pulse with an inner light, its surface etched with patterns of swirling currents and leaping fish. The discovery was made during a particularly strong storm, as if the elements themselves had conspired to reveal it. Local legends spoke of a warrior who had vanished into the swamp, leaving behind only his armor. The state authorities, however, dismissed the cuirass as a clever forgery, a conclusion quickly disseminated by local newspapers. But Jacques knew what he had found was real, a piece of history hidden beneath the murky waters, waiting to be reclaimed by the earth. In the bustling city of St. Louis, 1915, a peculiar exhibit at the World's Fair drew curious crowds. A massive shield, said to have been uncovered during the construction of a new railway line. The shield was adorned with depictions of celestial bodies and strange, unearthly creatures. It was presented as an artifact from a lost civilization, yet its true origins remained a mystery. As the fair came to a close, the shield was quietly removed, its existence denied by the very organization that had displayed it. The few who had seen it spoke of a connection to the stars, a testament to a knowledge far beyond that of contemporary science.